Just going to start with, obviously last year was kind of a tough year for you guys. What do you kind of see as the way to kind of get back to where you were before last
Yeah,
year?
make more plays.
Yeah.
We just got to learn how to finish games. We should have been at least a 5-5 football team last year, but we got late in games, couldn't finish it out. So it came down to us as coaches, making sure we're teaching our guys and putting them in a position to make better plays.
Obviously, there was part of it was due to like a lot of people leaving that were veterans. But do you feel like the younger guys now are going to be even more improved because they've got a year or so under their system of being?
Yeah, I mean, it's like we graduated four Hall of Famers in that class before, and it was some of the best teams there that this school has seen in a while. So it's going to be hard to replace them, but you only get these guys for 4 years. So we had a lot of freshmen that played a lot of football last year, and they came in, and they're going to be our leaders this year, and they're already starting to show that.
And offensively, I was going to ask you about that. Was one area that was maybe a little tougher last year than the years before. But what do you like about what you've seen so far this year from your offensive side of things?
No, we're better on the offensive line. We're just a year older, year mature, much bigger. And then, it's at the same point, though, you lose a guy like Sean Richardson behind. So we've got a quarterback competition going on right now. So you're going to see, first-time starter when we line up against Utica. So it's the offense is going to be different, but it'll be the same. It's going to be fine to find guys on the field that can make plays.
And on the defensive end, that was one of the strong points last year. What do you like about what you have on defense coming back and just new people, too, that might contribute?
We got a couple guys on the defensive line right now that are really hard to block. And then I got a couple safeties that I think that can make a lot of plays. I think what we're asking them to do is going to be a little bit more consistent for their strengths. So I'm excited to see how it turns out.
And obviously there's changes this year, a lot of new teams on the schedule. What are you kind of looking forward to about the season of Liberty League and just the schedule in general that you're playing?
Week 1's Utica. Each game's 60 minutes long. Going to get some new teams, but at the end of the day, it's still 10 games, and just glad we got 10 games. There's a lot of teams in our league that are finding reasons not to play 10 games and putting the blame somewhere else. But if it's important enough to them, they'll find a way to get 10 games.
Starters Yancey, what are you kind of looking forward to going into your senior year here?
I'm looking forward to winning. I want to get back to those first 2 years I had here where, we were Liberty League champions, 8-2 and 9-1 and, the regular season play, and I just want to get back to that, whatever we can do.
Yeah, for you guys that were here for that era, how frustrating was it a year ago to kind of have opposite experience?
Extremely. We were at the highest of the highs, and for us to hit where we were last year, it's frustrating, but it's motivating at the same time. Because these seniors who have the first two of their career, just incredibly successful years, we want to get right back to it.
Before I ask you about your position as a player, I was going to ask you just about being a captain too. What do you kind of like about that role?
It's another step for me in this program, which is I'm taking well, I think. It's a lot of responsibility. It's easier when I have Travis Minell on the other side to handle the offense, but I try to do my best at it and hope I'm leading this team in the right direction.
What did you learn kind of coming up from guys like Kyron, for example, about how to do this?
A lot. It's funny. Coach Kai has been with me 4 years, 2 as a player and 2 as a coach, and I learned a lot from that man. Some of the other guys before him, Malik Deach, other leaders in this program. Just most of all, how to work hard and motivate people, and those moments where you don't really have the energy, but you got to find it just to get the other guys going.
As far as like your position of play, how would you kind of describe yourself if you were telling someone your style of how you play that position? If you're like a scout kind of talking about yourself, what would you say about you?
Hopefully people talk about me as somebody that plays fast, plays hard, and always doing what I can to get to the ball.
What do you like about being on the line on defense? What's fun about that position?
I love the line. Defensive line is, I think, the best position in football, and maybe in sports. Just a grind. It's the one position in the field where you're hitting somebody every play, and you're getting bashed around, and it's great. Everything about it.
What's it like too, like the one-on-one challenge at the start of plays where you have a lineman that's kind of assigned to you?
It's cool. It's like a little chess game. I like to get going in games. I try to get a sense of my opponent. What moves are working, what moves aren't working for those moments at the end of the game where it really comes down to what your move is going to be to beat them.
I was wondering too, how would you say you've kind of changed as a player from when you were a freshman to what you are now? How have you grown at the position?
Definitely in size.
Yeah.
I think I gained like 20 pounds since I've been here, but freshman and sophomore year I was more of a specialist, pass rush kind of guy, and then starting last year and this year, all around, I want to be in every down guy, just doing everything I can, you
Yeah.
know, run, stop,
That's-
pass, everything.
I was curious too about school-wise, like what are you kind of studying to be for a career when you get out of here?
I am a government and business major here.
Yeah.
To be determined what I'm going to do with that, I had an internship at a marketing agency over the summer, so
Oh, yeah.
I feel I can go in a couple different directions.
Do you see yourself being involved with football in any form after school?
Possibly. You know, I love the sport, and that could be a path I might end up taking.
I guess last time I was going to ask you about, when you were picking schools, who were some of the other places you looked at? Like, did you have finalists?
I didn't have too many finalists for
Yeah.
playing football, you know. I almost ended out in Colorado, just going to Boulder, Colorado State, and just end up not playing football. But, you know, I came up here and talked to Coach Park, and he said the right things to me. And
Yeah, what did
ended
you
up
like
going
about this school? Like when you were picking, like what made you pick St. Lawrence?
Not too many people say this, but the location.
Oh yeah.
I kind of grew up coming into the Adirondack area, going fishing every summer.
Yeah.
So I was familiar with the region, and
Yeah.
I'm a big skier. I love outdoor stuff. So the location actually was a big thing for me.
Well, thanks.